Good morning, students, and welcome to our last day of our Doll's House and Feminism unit. This is my cat, Memphis, and we are here to go over our stuff for the last day and tell you what we're going to be studying after we return from spring break. So let's get started. Okay, so our goals for this week have been to write a response to a prompt analyzing a doll's house, to continue to collaborate with our teachers and classmates, and to finalize all the work on our Doll's House and Feminism unit so that we can prepare for our next learning experience. Today's checklist, you're going to remind yourself what a theme is and how to find one. You're going to consider some possible themes of a doll's house, and I will be revealing the topic of our next unit for when we come back from spring break. Today's standard, you might have guessed, is the Theme 1, RL2. Determine a theme or central idea of a text and closely analyze its development over the course of the text, including how it emerges and is shaped or refined by specific details. And our learning target goes with that. I can determine a theme of a text by analyzing a doll's house so that I can write about how Nora's character reveals and shapes the theme. All right. So, in case you need a refresher on what theme is, I found this great YouTube video by this guy named D4 Darius who explains exactly what a theme is. He's very relatable, he's kind of funny, and he gives a bunch of movie examples. So I think you'll like this video, so go ahead and check it out. It's only about 6 minutes long, and it's a really good overview of a theme, of what theme is. As a reminder, your assignment for this week is to complete one of these writing prompts. This is due tonight by 11:59 p.m., so basically midnight. So go ahead and just type your response, your teacher's name, and your response to one of these prompts in the chart that's down here on this page. You can see some there. You can choose any of these prompts, and you only have to choose one, but you do have to choose one and write a paragraph about it by the end of the day today, so please don't forget to do that. That's been your only assignment this week. For today's topic, we are talking about themes. So, as you saw in the opening video, a theme is a moral or message that the author is trying to tell you in their story. Every book, every movie, every play, every story, they all have a theme. What's interesting about theme is that the one that determines the theme is not the author of the story. The person that determines the theme is the reader. Let me say that again. The author can try to get you to learn a specific lesson, but ultimately it's the reader who decides what they learn from something. I can try to teach you about theme all day, but if all that you learn is that my cat's name is Memphis, then that's what you learned today, and it doesn't matter what I was trying to do, right? For an example, the writers of Finding Nemo might have intended the lesson to be that parents should trust their children and let them make their own decisions. But if you watch the movie and think that the message is that parents should keep their kids on a real short leash so that they don't get kidnapped, that's what you learned from the story. That's still a valid theme. The important thing about a theme is that you have to back it up with evidence from the text. You don't always have to agree with a theme. You just have to be able to back it up. Evidence from the text. Usually evidence from the text is quotes or paraphrases or specific examples, something like that. Let's consider two examples from a doll's house. The first theme that we might say from a doll's house is that society expects women to stay home and take care of their house and family above all else. Do you guys think we have evidence from the play to back this up? If we consider Torvald to represent society, then he certainly expects Nora to put her household before anything else in the world. And we see this a lot throughout the play. We see Nora unable to sign for a loan by herself, Nora expected to care more about her kids than she does about herself. Of course, she kind of subverts that at the end when she leaves her family, but it was a twist ending. It was a shock ending when that happened. So I think we do have some evidence in the play to say that society expects women to take care of their home and family. We don't necessarily have evidence that the author is trying to tell us that's right, like that's a good thing, but we do have evidence that it is an expected thing. So I think that's a solid theme. Of course I think it's a solid theme. I wrote this blog post. The second one you might consider is that lies will always destroy relationships. I think it's fair to say that Nora and Torvald had a fairly happy marriage before this whole lie about the loan came out. Now, Whether or not it was a good marriage is up for debate because they never actually sat down and had a conversation with one another, right? But they were happy. Torvald was certainly happy. He was, ignorant that his wife had ever lied to him, and just had a pretty charmed life. Just got a promotion at a bank and had 3 beautiful kids and a beautiful wife, and everything was great for him. And Nora seemed pretty happy too. She was proud of herself for taking care of this loan. She was feeling independent on her own because she was taking care of this on her own. She enjoyed her children. She enjoyed playing with her children. She lived in a beautiful house. She was physically beautiful. She had a great life. So, it seemed like she was pretty happy. But 8 years after the original lie, it tore their relationship apart. And ultimately, Nora and Torvald's marriage broke up and Nora left. So, you could certainly say that a theme of the story is that a lie will always destroy a relationship, even if it takes quite a long time. I think we definitely have evidence from the play to back that up. If you want to do today's prompt for this week's writing assignment, just think of a theme from the play or use one of my examples, and you got to explain how the play shows that theme. Remember, you got to back up what you're saying. And for our closing session today, drum roll please. It's my sound effects. Our next unit will be short stories. We're going to be reading short stories from around the world, and you guys will choose one larger project to complete over the course of the unit. It'll be a 3-week unit. You'll have the whole 3 weeks to complete your project, and it'll be like your choice of project over your choice from a list of short stories. Should be pretty fun. All right, guys, go enjoy your spring break. Stay safe, stay well, stay socially distant, have some fun. And I will see you on April 10th? Something like that? I don't know, but have a great break. Bye.